All right, hey folks, special treat for you today. We're going to be looking at a bunch of raw footage from gunfights. All this footage was taken from a recent course I taught in Tennessee, and you'll see students navigating a bunch of scenarios, moving through a shoot house as they're killing and being killed a lot. It's a grand old time, and as we watch this, I'm going to provide you with an overlay voice instruction for some coaching, so it'll be edifying for you and you have some indication of kind of the do's and don'ts. So without further ado, let's roll some action cool guy B-roll and we'll jump right in. Here we go. And yay for that. Now, before we jump into this very eye-opening and fun video, we got to give a shout out to our channel sponsors. Sportsman's Guide, You're Okay in Our Book, and we're going to celebrate you with a moment of silence. I'm going to hit you with their lower third, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you a glimpse of their website. Now, silence. And thank you, Sportsman's Guide. Fantastic, guys. I'm getting cheesier by the day. But in the words of Nacho Libre, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. All right, so it's the shoot house where all the silly gunfighter, kata, and range theatrics falls by the wayside, crashes and burns, and what you're left with is the real nitty-gritty and raw, chaotic, and oftentimes very confusing thing that fighting really is. It's sloppy in many senses. Guys who are super slick and smooth on the range all of a sudden, for the very first time, experience not stress, but fear stress. Fear does such terrible, weird, and confused things to you. And so if you want to get good at fighting, you're gonna have to fight. That's the only way. Ultimately you gotta fight, and that's what these students are doing. And so a lot of these guys, really good shooters, just kind of fell to pieces and lost their heads in the shoot house. What I want to do now is jump into the footage. I'll give you a voice overlay, as I said before. And hey, while I've got you here, hi, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, comment below. All that stuff is super groovy. So here you go. Let's jump in. Those shots were from the other side of the shoot house. You saw him quickly look. He thought he was under attack. Couldn't figure out where it was coming from. He's working around to the left side, pieing the angle slowly. Now he's getting way too close to this. He should be backed up off of this. He's camped out here too long, and then he pops out for it. He played that really close. He should have backed up and made space. Guns are violence at a distance, Roger. Hanging out in this hallway too long. Come on, let's go. All right. Slow it down, smooth it out. I'd want to make a quick peek over my shoulder, see if anyone was behind me, and start pieing, make space. Now he's not making progress. It's kind of crap or get off the pot. Go! All right, lit him up, but he stayed right there. He didn't rabbit into the room. And he just did a double tap and waited to get shot. So yeah, he shot the dude, but he also got shot and he deserved it. All right, you got to retake the ground here. He's probably flagged. Nah, he was all flagged out. He got greedy on that angle when he should have taken it as a hallway. All right, moving down, nice and smooth. Heel to toe, heel to toe. Yikes. All right, so when he peeked right, he was totally exposed left. So he pointed gun right and then hung out to look left. We went over some solutions to solve that, which he did not do any of the solutions we gave him. He just hung out there, took a 50-50 gamble, and hoped no one was to the left. There's a dude. He was way late on the gun. And our role player died very slowly. Come on, get into it. That's some theatricality. All right, here's scene 2. Moving through. Good, that last deep corner. I would have liked to see him take it like it was an ambush. Pie. Now, take it. Eased into it and got shot because of it. It's hard to see into that deep corner. To have a light ready to be able to shine through there would have been really good. And there's me. Hey! I handed him a magazine or something. All right, right now his gun was flagged in the hallway, so if someone was in the hallway, they already saw his gun sticking out. Flag. All right, let's see. Shot him once. In real life, you need to be close-in distance on that dude. You need, yeah, you got to make a you can't just fiddle with your gun. Finger off the trigger, bro. Move. Take it. Oh, took some unnecessary gambles there and take that last angle, and he came in too close rather than going. Oh, there I am. Sometimes I screw with the students because I think it's funny.
Well, that's...
All right, ceasefire.
Ready?
I see his shadow. I see his gun. He shot the dude and he got shot. I still see him, and as soon as he peeks out, I'd canoe his head. No, he deserved to die there. And he retreated rather than keeping the ground. So we had about 3 or 4 fails right there. He did some stuff good, but he could have done a lot better. There he is. He took a 50-50 gamble. Oh, you deserve to die. He just took a 50-50 gamble on that. That is not. He didn't do the things that we told him to. All right, here's more of an active killer scenario. So time is of the essence. People are dying as he's taking those hits represent dead people. All right, he put one dude down, so good job. The longer he waits, the more people die, but the faster he goes, the greater the likelihood he dies. He's a bad guy playing peekaboo. He should have his gun out already presented. And he should take ground and not give it back. This yo-yoing is silliness. It's giving him to fear. Now you notice when the good guy keeps popping out, that is the sweetest bad guy. Keep your rifle, bad guy. Now if the good guy had thought to take his rifle, that would have been really cool. Assuming it worked. He keeps peeking out. He won't just hold ground and in the fight. And so that's why he's playing this. All right, bad guy says he is dead. Here's an over-penetration problem. Good guy moved fully into the room, and he had 3 different dudes to fight at the same time. So, yeah, he killed a couple of dudes, but he also deserves to die. And he's doing his reload in the open. That's me with Hulk's face over my crotch. I was using it as a groin protector. I found it in the shoot house, and I thought it was funny.
Good guys, did you get hit?
Nope.
All right. That's me in the Carhartt jacket over there with Hulk's face over my crotch, guarding my jewels. Here's good guy. And he is peeking right. And now he's going to peek left and see us. If you notice, there's a gun to my head. I represent the good guy's wife, and the home invader's holding me at hostage. He's flagged. Flagged.
Put the gun down or I will kill her.
Drop the gun.
All right. So in this scenario, why did the good guy wait? Obviously, the bad guy was threatening the wife, not him, and the best time to shoot is when you have that shot. Interrupt the sentence if you need to. But he waited, and in waiting, it could have cost the missus her life, or he could have shot while taking better cover behind her, using her as a meat shield. Really, really bad. So if you have the opportunity to canoe his face, it would make good tactical sense to go ahead and take advantage of that. All right, I remember this fight. This one goes on and on. as that it is really cat and mouse back and forth. We skipped that out. The dude just spent too much time in that back room. So one dude on the right's hiding behind this pillar and just holding ground, while the other guy is walking, clearing into his ambush. I told the students that I wanted constant motion, so it was room clearing, rather so that both of the good guys wouldn't just hunker down and wait in an ambush. So the rule is continued mobility for the exercise of room clearing, not just waiting in opposite corners for half an hour where no one moves. That's not fun. Taking that hallway. It is really cat and mouse. Look at this, the other guy high up on the couch. That's a big gamble, and he's realizing as he looks over his shoulder, if the guy doesn't come out around there, he can just shoot him in the back and he's toast. Those shots were from the other side of the shoot house. All right, so literally, they're just chasing each other around in circles. This is hilarious. Terrible shoulder transition there. And he keeps peeking out with his head, and his rifle isn't really in the fight. All right, he's letting the fear get to him. All right, here we go. He's out. Oh, he got lit up. He shot back some. Now, if I was one of them, I'd want to immediately change location and counter ambush from a different location. We got some background music. Yeah, he just toasted him. And guy in the pink shirt, you don't call index.
Enroll!
I do.
Enroll!
You're instructed in these classes. You never practice that. You don't stop until I say exercise. Index. That is a very shrill call for help. All right, beautiful shot. Got him down. He immediately dropped. It looks like he got a hostage there on his knees. Made some gambles there. Never cleared that deep corner straight behind him. Immediately put the dude down. Great job not closing, not giving up ground. You should be backing up, making space. He's crowded near the fatal funnel. Not a good thing. There we go. And goes in, and man, he went right, and there's those dark corners there. It probably would have been better to go left. Oh! There's dude on the right, clearly won and shot and falls.
You better go. Yeah, go down is the safe.
And I played it in slow-mo. Yep, dude on the right got the first shots. Dude on the left returned fire. May have got him once. May have clipped him. I'm not giving y'all the exactly, this is the right thing. It's just general observations and ideas. Oh, but you gave up ground. You just lost your best opportunity to toast him. And popping out in the same place is a tactical violation, as you're using the same piece of cover the same way twice. You could have lowered your level. That bad guy is down. Or an administrative rule is if the guy makes any gesture toward the ground. That's me. He was just fighting me. I just shot him. And I didn't go down because he didn't shoot me. I'm clearly presenting half of my body as a target. I did shoot him. Now he's coming back for more. He still didn't shoot me, so I didn't go down. And I just yelled at him for, hey, stop running away in the fight right there.
Own it. Give nothing back.
Man, this is like the 5th time he's had to pop out and retake that ground. He still didn't hit me. Now he hit me. And I died in an epic fashion. So dumb. Now would be a good time for a shoulder transition if you chose to do it. You want to do it back a little bit. All right, guys, so there's some good food for thought. Now, just a caveat emptor. If you have any formal training in room clearing stuff, CQB, whether it's from the military or from law enforcement, a lot of this stuff looks really weird. The same tactical principles are being underscored. However, the techniques and the timing of it all is radically different. If you clear rooms as a solo element, one man, as if you had people with you, but they're not with you. It's a recipe for disaster. You can't clear rooms alone the same way you would as if you had a team. If you don't believe me, try it. You'll immediately get shot a lot. So anyway, the tactics are a good bit different, and I know how it is with tactics. Once you mention tactics, it's so qualitative that everyone's opinion seems to be equally valid. Guys, I've got a lot of force-on-force reps watching this for years and years, testing this system. Doesn't mean I've arrived, but just know that I've thought it through with a whole bunch of different variables, factoring in both my real-world experience before, back from hut-hutting across the pond in my old Army Ranger days, and also from a lot of reps looking at all the different SWAT teams around the country who have come and visited me and done training with me, and also all this stuff, doing solo room clearing for quite a few years now. Anyways, guys, if y'all are more interested in solo room clearing, recognize, hey, if you ever get in a fight, it's going to be in or around structures. So civilian knowing how to clear their way out of a workplace that's in violence, or white knight going towards somebody, or hey, you come home and your door's been kicked in and a stranger's vehicle's in the driveway. You may need to clear your house to find your spouse, who may or may not be a hostage in there. Anyway, there's different contexts. If a civilian ever gets in a fight in and around structures, you're going to have to think through these problems, and it'd be nice to have done so in advance. I'd also like to go ahead and say the majority of rooms in the United States that are cleared by lone patrol cops. It's not the SWAT team, dude. It's the lone patrol cop, but they're doing it without really having any real formal training in solo CQB. Anyway, guys, if y'all are interested in further education, I've done some videos on solo room clearing. I'd love for you to check them out, hear what you have to say. So guys, hope you learned something and enjoyed, if nothing else. Train hard, train smart. I'll see you next time.